Hello everyone, welcome back to my Let's Play of Star Trek 25th Anniversary. Once again, I apologize for the last video being so long. I wasn't paying attention to the time here. Now, we have grabbed Quetzalcoatl and we have went to the Klingon planet, which we found out all the population was eradicated by this man, Admiral Flick, because they took into the teachings of peace and nonviolence, and he did not like that, so he murdered all of his people and held Quetzalcoatl responsible for it.
You look but see nothing of note. This city was destroyed by heavy bombardment and intense doses of neutrino rays that killed all known forms of life on this planet. A Klingon guard. A big Klingon guard. A big Klingon guard with his disruptor ready to fire on anyone who gives him trouble.
Okay.
Admiral Vlicht, commander of the Klingon flagship Clerta. This is the famous seal of the Klingon Empire. Mr. Spock looks stoically at the Klingon bench, expecting to win this case would be illogical. Ensign Benny stares around the Klingon court, distrusting everything he sees. Your newfound friend looks rather frightened right now, and you don't blame him. Dr. McCoy glares angrily at Kirk. It is obvious he does not like seeing his patient handed over to the Klingons. James T. Kirk, trapped in a situation he cannot win, forced to watch a travesty of justice. Or is he?
Captain, I estimate the odds of this court acquitting Quetzalcoatl at 0.086%.
Oh wow.
Awaiting your orders, sir.
I've got nothing to say to you, Jim.
I'm frightened, Captain. But if I am to die, then I shall die well.
He doesn't seem to be in a talkative...
How amusing. Federation weaklings.
Who are you calling a weakling? I've had tougher girlfriends than you, pal!
Ensign.
But I did, sir. Lieutenant Hildebrandt is a third dan in karate. Toughest fighter I've ever known.
You will act with the discipline of a Federation officer, Ensign, or you will return to the Enterprise. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
There, if we could do tricorder reading out in there. For some reason there's some color things going on.
Low-level radiation within safety limits, but you wouldn't want to spend more than a few days here. Nothing to report.
He's still weak from the operation. There's nothing there required.
Okay.
You will not speak unless the court requests it, Kirk.
Cock.
So, Kirk, we finally meet. I had thought it would be in battle, but the universe holds many surprises.
Hey, he stole that line from Kirk in the beginning.
There's nothing less appealing than a gloating Klingon, Vlicht. Let's get this trial underway. Stick around, Vlicht. There are more surprises awaiting you. Why does every Klingon tell me they expected to meet me in battle? You really have a one-track mind. There's nothing less appealing than a gloating Klingon, Vlicht. Let's get this trial underway. Stick around, Vlicht. There are more surprises awaiting you.
I think this is the one we should use.
So be it! This begins the trial of the entity Quetzalcoatl, who is charged with impersonating a Klingon, studying dissent, encouraging cowardice, and treason in the highest degree.
Those are serious charges, Vlicht. Should he not be tried by a Klingon High Court?
He has not demonstrated honor, Kirk. Only a proven warrior may be tried in High Court. Principles of honor are not applicable to his defense.
I'm a warrior, Vlicht. I hereby intervene for him and demand the honors and responsibilities of a warrior's trial. And this trial is a mockery for the entire galaxy to see. Oh, well, I'm afraid you're on your own, Quetzalcoatl.
Oh, that's a dick move right there.
I'm a warrior, Vlicht. I hereby intervene for him and demand the honors and responsibilities of a warrior's trial.
A Federation officer claiming the rights of a Klingon warrior. How dare you insult me, Kirk?
I've faced Klingons both in personal and ship-to-ship combat. Your own records will confirm this. If I'm not worthy of their honors, why didn't they kill me?
That oversight, Kirk, is easily rectified. You and your 3 companions may face the test that we set for the Defender. Then we shall see if you are as worthy as a Klingon.
I want your word of honor, Vlicht, that Quetzalcoatl will not be harmed while we take these tests.
Very well. You have my word. Captain Calarax, transport them to the test of life.
That went differently than how I remembered it. I
What
wonder
is
if
this
it's
place?
different.
Not much is known about Harcourt, Ensign. This would appear to be some sort of a mining installation. That creature might be a native life form.
A test of courage? That is the Klingon way.
I somehow doubt that Vlicht intends for us to survive this, whatever the outcome. We're the only thing that stands between him and the killing of Quetzalcoatl that he can justify.
Why should he worry about justification, Captain? He's a Klingon. Murder is as natural to them as breathing.
That's not true, Ensign. However, I suspect that Vlicht's attack on Harcourt exceeded his orders. He needs Quetzalcoatl as a scapegoat, and he needs a fair trial to avoid an inquiry of his own actions.
And our deaths will be the only way he can get it. Great.
You look but see nothing of a field of static lightning. It seems to be moving in a purposeful manner. These wooden rods are support beams that were not placed. The floor is incomplete, made of unrefined natural rock. You look but see nothing of a slightly antiquated Klingon lock mechanism.
If Spock could scan this.
This creature is composed of electrical fields. I would not recommend approaching it. A metal projectile might disrupt its fields and render it harmless.
You've handled those Klingons well, sir. We've got them on the run now.
That sounds a little sarcastic.
How could you do it, Jim? I spent hours trying to save his life, and you just gave him away in seconds to the Klingons.
Why do I have the feeling that I'm about to have a bad day?
Captain, I have calculated the odds of surviving this at...
Shut up, Spock.
Zit.
You get no response.
Oh, this wooden rod might do something. He said a metal projectile. So we could use phasers on the ground here.
You melt some of the rock.
Then put the rod in there.
Why would you want to do that? That's not...
I clicked on the wrong thing.
You coat the rod with molten iron. It hardens quickly.
Now, use this on this entity.
As I suspected, Captain, the creature is in stasis. It should awaken in 3.48 days.
I bet it'll be mad.
And let's try to see if we could contact the ship.
Captain, there is a force field between us and the planet. We have your position at approximately 30 meters beneath the surface of Harcourt, and what appears to be the ruins of an archaeological dig. Keep us informed. We'll help you all we can. We can analyze any data you gather through the main computer.
Now, there's actually several things you need to do on this.
An entry coder for the door, keyed to a number sequence. The tricorder is unable to determine the code, but can scan the mechanism. An entry coder for the door.
Okay, that's the same thing. Now contact the Enterprise again.
Captain, there is a force field between. We have your position. Keep us informed.
Uhura, prepare to receive a
Okay.
tricorder message. There is a door with an entry coder here. Try to analyze the circuits and let the main computer crack the code.
Scan complete. Main computer has the code. We also read an anomaly. Something else has tapped into the key code. Shall I analyze?
I want that door open. Affirmative, Uhura.
Sir, we have a secondary code that is nested in the Klingon program. Computer's unable to analyze its function. Shall we broadcast it to you when you activate the keypad?
Affirmative.
Good luck, Captain.
Now, there's a way to get the door open, but it just leads to a trap. And there's nothing you could do there. And it takes the extra time and pretty much ends the thing. But there's another code there that we use that could give us the right ending.
There is nothing at the moment. There is nothing at the moment from...
Okay. Fuck. There we go. Wow.
What is this place?
This is not Klingon technology, Captain.
Even I can see that, you pointy-eared freak.
Gentlemen, I suggest we start trying to find out what this is. I have a feeling we've come someplace Flick wasn't expecting us to go.
You look but see nothing. A strange yellow light. Your ever-nervous crewman, Ensign Benny.
I didn't look at him.
This large gem appears to be a ruby of unusual size. This is obviously artificial. This large gem appears to be an emerald of unusual size. This is obviously artificial. This large gem appears to be a sapphire of unusual size. This is obviously artificial. Your ever-emotional friend, Dr. McCoy. James T. Kirk, hero of the galaxy. Your ever-logical friend, Spock. You look but see nothing. You look but see nothing. Openings on the platform. Place something in these holes.
I suspect, Captain, that the machinery is activated by placing the gems in the proper slots. We should determine a system for this.
Obviously they want us to place the gems in the holes, but which one?
I guess I should have taken a few more science courses at the academy.
We've got to get out of here, Jim.
You get no response. You get no response.
Captain, it seems to be some sort of interface device, but I do not know how to activate it. Nothing to report, Captain.
Your tricorder's recording functions are working, but it does not seem to be able to analyze. Your tricorder's
Nothing to report, Captain.
Now, there are several different things those gems are used for. They take a little long to actually kind of work around with and stuff. The red ones, you could put them in a placeholders and it'll destroy everything in orbit, including the Enterprise, so basically that's instant lose. The blue ones will transport you right back into a courtroom, and eventually you won't be, since you did not finish the test right, Quetzalcoatl does not, yeah, it's basically executed. So you need to use the green gems. So we just place them on there.
This is Bialbi, High Mentalic of Rakur. For defense, use the light of war. For information, use my light. For transportation, use the light of travel. Sequences are keyed by combinations of crystals.
Yeah,
Integrator now active.
Obviously they want us to...
You get no response. A platform emitting a beam of light.
See if Spock could get a reading on that. There's going to be big dialogue options coming up next, so I'm going to end this Let's Play
Save
here.
new game.
And I will
Replace previous game.
see you guys in the next video. Bye.